Breaking news. Frank Martin speaks out. Let's talk.
Push the weight and now flex. Flex the live is one in the six. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out. Full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
What do you want me to say? Tell me what you want me to say. I'll say it. Oh yeah, y'all thought I had some different news? Yeah, he spoke out. He said he ain't duck Ish. That's what the brother said. Y'all want to go through some speculation? Let's do that. The $1 million wasn't enough. This is what I heard. This is what I heard. $1 million wasn't enough. Shakur was going to make 6. He was going to make 1. He asked for 2. They said no. He said no fight. I don't know if that's true or not. This is alleged. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. People say a lot of stuff. I don't know. If that's true, we just ripped Shakur for the 25%. If that's true, I heard that this brother hasn't made $1 million in boxing yet. And if that was on the table, wouldn't you want to take that and stop the Shakur train before it got started at 135? Look, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Look, this is y'all era. And I always say this era is an error. And it's like that in all sports. I remember years ago when I was on Facebook, I expressed my disappointment in these athletes today, these kids. Because it seems like they come out the NBA draft, for example, and they say, okay, this team is going to draft me for about 2 or 3 years. They fulfill that contract, and whoever's hot at that time, whoever won the chip, or whoever they're saying, yo, look, this team right here, watch them. They beeline it. They call their buddy who's in the city that's hot. Not necessarily great weather, but hot. Making the playoffs, winning chips. Hey man, can I come through? Yeah, we're gonna clear some space for you on the roster. Well, you ain't gotta clear too much. I'll take a major pay cut if it means I can win a chip and pop some bottles and pour some champagne on my head, because that's what the sport is all about. Chips and celebration. You see, back when I was watching ball in the 80s and 90s, all of the players wanted to beat each other. When you heard certain players' name, you thought of the team. Utah Jazz, Stockton and Malone. Bulls, Jordan Pippen. Knicks, Ewing and Starks when he got hot. Seattle Supersonics, Peyton, Shawn Kemp, and so on and so forth. Magic, Worthy. you can't even get used to a team nowadays because they go through so many players. It's like it's acceptable now, sort of like a woman's body count. It's acceptable now. A high body count is acceptable. There are no franchise players anymore. I think the last franchise player to retire that I can recall, it might have been Tim Duncan or Reggie Miller. Those guys retired with the teams that drafted them. After that, no, I'm not, I don't even watch the NBA anymore. It's ridiculous. But I brought that up to make a point that this is acceptable. I don't know what happened with Frank. I don't know. He hasn't said anything outside of, I didn't duck Ish. I don't know. I don't know what happened. We can speculate. I said maybe his camp is overlapping with Derrick James and Errol. Well, then say that. But that's something you say between, behind closed doors. Yeah, I want to fight you, but Derrick he's laser focused with Errol, and he got to beat Bud. So can we postpone this until that camp winds down? Can we do that? You keep that out of the public eye. So that's just something I thought of. Maybe the PBC is holding him back because they're offering him something better. Look, man, they offered you $1 million over here, but we'll give you $2 million to go fight Tank. Something. I don't know. He hasn't said anything. This is all speculation. I can't confirm any of this. I'm just throwing Ish at the wall, and maybe something will stick. But as it stands right now, you ducked. And his response is, after 2 days, 2 or 3 days, is I ain't duck Ish. Okay, well, why is the fight not happening? But then it dawned on me. I said, man, you know what? The boxing right now. 2023 was a eye-opening year for boxing. We got some things that we wanted, but we're still not satisfied because of things like this. And even when we get what we want, it's like fans don't appreciate it. We got Errol versus Bud, and the sales were not as good as expected. Let's say that. I wasn't checking for Garcia versus Tank, but they got 1 million views. I was looking forward to this. This was a 50-50 fight to me. Shakur's nice with it. Frank Martin's nice with it. I wanted to see what happens, and I have no explanation as to why it's not happening. Tyson Fury can say, hey, man, I'm not in this for chips. I'm not in this for, when I say chips, I'm talking about titles. I'm in this for a bag. It's in writing. He said that. So we're the only people that cared about Undisputed? And the only people that cared about Undisputed in older media was when 2 black fighters had one fight to go before making Undisputed. Remember? Deontay, AJ. 3 years of people making money off of their name on YouTube. And the fight still didn't happen. And the brothers are lucky because the Saudis still see value in them. Deontay understands that. Unfortunately, AJ doesn't. Which is why I say he's a punk. And that baboon, AJ the baboon, he's scared. Eddie Hearn's still out here lying, talking about, it might happen in the O2, it might happen in Vegas. We still have to do it. No, look. I don't think Deontay's ever fighting in Vegas again. Don't take my word for it, but I don't think he's ever fighting in Vegas again. If he does, he does, but I don't think so. Y'all know why. All of this is monkey business. So now you got no Undisputed at heavyweight, and no one cares. You got no Undisputed at light heavyweight, no one cares. You got an Undisputed at 135. Y'all act like y'all don't care. He tried to share that with Shakur, and y'all said Devin shortchanged him, which was nonsense. because he was going to make more at 25% with Devin than he was against this man. But y'all didn't care. Y'all just wanted to be mad at Devin. And now this happens. So Shakur, you duck Devin. You want to fight this man for one belt, for less money and less belts. And now this fight ain't happening. Do y'all care? This is all consistent with the atmosphere of sports right now. So yeah, this is a clickbait title. He spoke out. He did. He said, I ain't duck Ish. Okay, Frank, well, what happened, brother? Tell us what happened. Or will y'all care?